Call this meeting to order. Sam?
Let's bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we gather here today to serve the people of Cass County, united by our commitment to liberty, justice, and the common good. We ask for your guidance as we work together to make decisions that will strengthen our community, protect our freedoms, and ensure opportunity for all. Bless those who serve, from our local leaders to the men and women in uniform who defend our nation. May we always strive to uphold the values that make this country great. Grant us the wisdom in our deliberations, patience in our disagreements, and in the spirit of cooperation as we work together to create a brighter future for Cass County. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Commissioner Northrup?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Commissioner Langley,
Here.
Commissioner Lawrence,
Here.
Commissioner Northrup,
Here.
Chair Jones.
Yep.
Commissioner Grice. Here. Commissioner Barrera.
Here.
Commissioner Marquetti. Here. And Commissioner Lee.
Here.
Do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda? Hearing none. Commissioner Marquetti?
I move we approve the agenda as presented.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. The agenda stands approved as submitted. So right now we go into public comments, and again, that's for the agenda items only, and it's limited to 3 minutes per person. Do we have any public comments? If not, public comments will be closed. And then we'll have the approval of the minutes, February 20th, February 20th, 2025, meeting minutes, approval.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
move for approval of the minutes of February 20th, 2025.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion passes. And then we're going to the financial report, which is posted on the website.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
I move we accept the financial report.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to accept the financial report. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Okay, we have no unfinished business, so we'll go right on to new business. And number one under letter K is the CDEC agreement renewal for 25 through 28, Sheriff Roach.
So this is an agreement that was made originally when CDOT was formed. It just renews every 4 years, and it's due again, so it's on the agenda to be renewed. Nothing's changed on it. It's the same language it's been the entire time.
Okay. I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
I move we move this CCDET agreement up for renewal to the regular meeting in April. which is
Second.
April 10th.
Okay, I have a motion to accept that agreement and support. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. The CDEC agreement will be moved to the next meeting. An animal control generator.
So this is an item that we've been in need of for quite a long time. You have a generator here at this building, a generator at Long Courts. This building sits empty on the weekends and at night. Animal control does not have a generator, and it is full of animals 24/7, 365. So the need for this is urgent. We've gone out and got some bids. The bids will expire at some point in time soon here, so we need to get it in progress if we can. So Ron's done a great job finding some really good quotes. It's full capacity to run the entire facility, to exchange the air, to keep us up with all the qualifications and need for the state licensing. So it will be a good addition to the Animal Control Center.
Do we have any questions?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
I just have a comment. Or I do have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so.
You have
what
to turn
happened-
on- yeah,
Has
there
it
you
ever
go.
run, have you ever had the electricity blow out?
We've experienced power outages over the years. And most recently, last year, we had an outage. Since the facility is a three-phase system, normally the leg that goes down is the side that houses the animals.
Oh, boy.
We're required to exchange the air at a minimum of 10 times an hour. Without a contingency in place in the summertime, that creates, huge issues, not only for ventilation control, but odor as well.
Thank you, Ron.
Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to purchase a generator for the animal control.
So moved.
Second.
Any other questions? Okay, do I have a motion to move this to the next meeting
And support.
in support?
We got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
I move that we move the appointment of Susan Ako to the Board of Canvassers to an unexpired term ending October 31st, 2027.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to appoint Susan Acko. Any questions? If not, we have a motion and support. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, like sign. Motion carries. We'll move that to the next meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, yes, sir.
I move to appoint Scott Teeter to the Woodlands Behavioral Healthcare Network Board to a term ending March 31st, 2028.
Okay.
Support.
And then I have support.
Yep.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I move that we move the resolution to establish and provide for the Cass County sewage disposal system. I move we move that up to the regular Board of Commissioners meeting on April 10th.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion.
Second.
Support. Any questions? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Commissioner.
I move, we move the resolution to support local control and claim of appeal against the Michigan Public Service Commission order. I move we move that up to, also to the April 10th meeting.
Second.
And I have a motion and support. Any questions? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
I move to move the resolution honoring Dark Sky Week to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Support.
There, I have a motion and a support for the resolution honoring Dark Sky Week. Any questions?
Mr. Chair, I would like to ask Administrator Renfro a question.
Okay.
Did you have an opportunity to look at Robert Parrish's email regarding, Robert Parrish, who is actually responsible for dark skies at Wallace Park, would like to make a presentation to the Board of Commissioners on the dangers of a lot of light at night.
I did respond to him. And I did mention too that it would be a great opportunity, because he mentioned township supervisors too. I thought it would be nice to hold a presentation where maybe it could be a longer one at a separate time and still invite all of you as well as township supervisors and the public. And I thought this would be a beautiful place to do it. I haven't heard back from the email
Okay.
that I did reply to him.
Good.
But definitely support being able to share some of that information with everyone, including the public. I thought that would be nice.
It would be.
Bringing it out of a BOC meeting might allow for some extra timing as well.
Sure.
So we'll just see how he comes back and responds.
And there was an occasion where one of the communities was replacing its lighting, and he did a presentation to them, and they followed his advice and got the lighting that isn't glaring or permits a viewing of the dark skies.
Great, sounds good. Okay, I have a motion and a support. Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We'll move the resolution honoring dark sky to the next board meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I move to have the law enforcement contract between Cass County Sheriff's Office and Silver Creek Township for police services moved to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion on the floor and support for the law enforcement contract between Cass County Sheriffs and Silver Creek Township. Any discussion? Any comments?
Unless you have questions.
Questions?
No questions for me?
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. And we'll move that to the next board meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I move that we move the law enforcement contract between the Cass County Sheriff's Office and Howard Township for police services to the April 10th regular meeting.
Second.
I have motion and support for the law enforcement contract between Cass County Sheriff's Office and Howard Township. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign, and that will be moved to the next board meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
I move that we move the purchase of 5G modems for squad cars and budget adjustment necessary to facilitate the purchase to the April 10th regular board meeting.
Second.
I have a motion on the floor to purchase the 5G modems for the squad cars and support. Any questions?
Mr. Chair, I would like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Mr. Northrop.
Is that going to be in all squad cars?
That's what I
We have to
wanted
do
to
all of them?
So it was offered to all the departments in the county, to Eversburg, Cass, us, and to Wajak. So some of them had already upgraded, so we didn't need as many as we thought we would. So anybody who needed a modem in their squad car in Cass County, this was part of
Okay.
it. Yep.
Great.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. And this will be moved, the purchase of the 5G modem for the squad cars will be moved to the next meeting.
All right, Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I move that the countywide purchase of tasers and the necessary budget adjustment to facilitate the purchase be moved to the April 10th meeting.
Second.
I have a motion on the floor for the purchase of tasers, and I have support for that. Any questions?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I would like to have Sheriff Clint Roach explain a little bit about this.
So this is another countywide project that I went to all the chiefs and asked if their tasers are outdated and they needed new ones. So we came up with an amount of 60 tasers to outfit pretty much every officer in the county of Cass with a new taser, and a new cartridge, and a new battery. The good thing about it is we were able to write a RAP grant for it. We haven't been told we're going to get it yet, but we usually have pretty good luck with those. So the RAP grant will cover up to $50,000 of that purchase. So pretty much cuts it in half. So.
Great. Thank you.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. And we'll move the purchase of tasers to the next board meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I move that we move to our next meeting the Tyler Courthouse Technologies and Jury Software Agreement, and then the budget adjustment necessary to facilitate that purchase.
Support.
I have a motion on the floor and support to approve the Courthouse Technologies Jury Software Agreement. Any questions?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to know if Clerk McMichael would like to comment on this.
I have no comments. Thank you for making the motion, Commissioner Lee. We have to change software, so we have no choice. There are surprisingly not many software companies out there that offer jury software. So we were able to get 2 quotes. This software worked the best and was a lower price.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate that. Any other questions? Okay, the motion has been made, it's been supported. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign.
Mr. Chair,
Motion passes.
excuse me. Mr. Chair, I would like to move that we move the budget adjustment for the EDC Brownfield Authority training opportunity to the April 10th meeting.
Okay,
Second.
I have a motion and support for the budget adjustment for the Brownfield Authority training opportunity. Any questions?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
could we hear a little bit about that?
Yes.
Ms.
So
Renfro?
the EDC came to me, there's an opportunity to do training, I think it was like $30 a person. And so originally the budget adjustment was just gonna be $150. As I got looking at it, it was in Lansing, so the majority of the cost are just for driving. So I don't know, maybe some of the members will ride together, maybe it won't be quite so much, but the training was actually reasonable, and there was 5 members that were interested in
Oh,
attending.
wonderful, wonderful. That's great. Great news.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, the motion has been made, been supported. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. And the budget adjustment for the EDC Brownfield Authority training opportunity will be moved to the next meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to move that we move the multi-factor authentication policy to the April 10th regular board meeting.
Second.
I have on the floor a motion to approve the multi-factor authentication policy. In support to that, any questions?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I see that Ms. Nestich is here, and I just wonder if she would like to speak to that. Go ahead.
Good evening. Yes, we discussed this at the policy committee meeting. Multi-factor authentication is required by CJIS, which is the Criminal Justice Information Services. So across the board, countywide, we need to implement this. It basically is requiring 2 factors, so it's a password and some kind of other method to log into any computer system in the county. It's for security and just makes things more secure across the board.
Any other questions? Motion's been made, been supported. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. The multi-factor
Take this one.
authentication policy will be moved to the next board meeting.
Say that 5 times quickly.
No.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I move that we move the texting privacy policy to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
I have a motion to move the acceptable use of, for the texting privacy policy to the next meeting. Have support for that. Any questions?
Yep.
Do you want to speak to that?
This one is addressing the texting possibilities through our phone system, the cloud-based system that we just moved to successfully, RingCentral. So we have to post this on our website for the Federal Communications Commission to allow us to be able to have that ability. So that's what this is addressing. It creates the policy, and then we'll be able to post it.
Thank you.
You're
Any
welcome.
other questions? If not, All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. And we'll move the the texting privacy policy to the next board meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I move to move the acceptable use of artificial intelligence policy to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a support. Questions, comments? Can you give us a,
This one is, I'm like hogging all of the policies here tonight. It addresses artificial intelligence and it's becoming integrated in a lot of different things. So it's very broad right now. We fully intend for it to change and adapt over time, just like artificial intelligence is rapidly changing right now. But it's just to bring attention to artificial intelligence and how it's being used in our workplace specifically, and what needs to be done to vet that. So that's kind of in a gist what it's all about.
Yeah, this isn't to reject the use of AI at all. It's just to protect, give us security. So we're just making sure that we're not allowing it to interact or take our data in any way.
Yeah, we're trying to create awareness around artificial intelligence because it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere, and it can be used in a great way, and we can utilize that throughout the county. But it can be dangerous as well and really invasive. So we just want to make sure that people are aware of that. And our people, I really have to give everyone in the county, all of our employees, kudos because they are very aware of cybersecurity and do a great job in keeping everyone safe on the front lines.
Thank you.
any other questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign.
You can have this.
And that'll be the acceptable use of artificial intelligence policy will be moved to the next board meeting.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I move the new SESC application with fee schedule changes and violation guidelines to the April 10th regular meeting.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion to move the new SESC application with fee schedule changes and violation guidelines to the next board meeting, along with a support. Corey?
I'm here to answer any questions. Of course, you know me, I could talk for a while, so
Yo,
I
you
thought
will-
I'd
you will
ask
not.
first.
No, you won't. Is this what you had in my mailbox here?
Yes,
That's what that is? Okay.
yes. And it does show the changes from before and after. I have to admit that I made an error with my estimate, my fault, but it's not that far off. When I did it again, it was a little over 17,000 for the difference if we increase these different, or don't take away we take away the discounts. A lot of that is what we're doing. But with the growth, it's probably right around 20,000 anyway, but it was a mistake in my math. Right now, we are at 104 permits, and last year we had 156, and the year before that, 226. So we're definitely going to be at the more of the 200 range this year. So, and our inspector is doing, our new inspector who you met, he is already anticipating he's going to meet his goal of between 80 and 100 permits this month, and he just started. So I think we're going to do some great catch-up.
That's good.
But if you have questions about any of the specific line items,
I do.
yes.
Okay, I do have a couple
Good.
questions. Now, when was the last time that you increased the fees?
It was in
2023?
2023, yes.
Okay.
It should be on that form.
Okay. Because when I looked at some of them, I'm seeing like a 50% increase. And so I just wondered, that seemed kind of steep.
Right. It was the recommended amount as the board discussed each item and as we discussed them with Eagle as well. So I know that the actual fee increases are the major projects only going up $100 for the site. That's not very much, really. The gravel pits is more of a larger increase because we're not giving the discount for the multiple years. We don't have that many gravel pits. We do have some. That would be up to you to decide if that's a fair, to not give them any kind of discount. We did try to make it easier by bringing all those major projects together, so the linear utilities and the commercial projects are all together. And so the linear project permits do go up. We had reduced that at one point, so I've got talked into it probably. And so we're trying to, come back around. Again, that's something I think is reasonable for them. I think that the standard permit, that's where we'll see a large difference, because many of the people take that reduced fee. But we were having some very bad problems with the 35-foot setback not being followed. And it's hard for us to follow back up and then charge them for, they did it wrong. And then others paid the $300, not really realizing they could have got a discount. So then we're doing a refund, and that, we're just trying to eliminate any of that. I think that is a fair rate, and we'll see a very big increase for our.
And that rate is still in line with our surrounding counties.
It is higher than the surrounding counties.
Okay.
There is other counties further out that have some of our same rates. Those surrounding counties have not increased their rates, in some of them in a very long time.
But they're structured
They're
differently
in the
than
middle
we
of
are.
doing this with Eagle as well. And I know one of them is, we're passing the audit. I believe one of them is not passing the audit. So I don't know what that means, but that they are definitely going to have to restructure their fees. So I think that we're being already used as an example because of the paperwork, the way I've been doing some changes that they like, and they're showing the others that this is how they want to see it. So I think this is where we're going to head, but so you guys, because you are approaching it differently than some of the other. And some of the other counties are supporting the program through their drain office, and so it's different. They're not showing the full costs of the program. The seawalls are one that I have mixed feelings about. I think that they are obviously right next to the shoreline. They're high risk, so it makes sense that they would be the same as a major project. But they're usually pretty short time period of being worked on, and some of them are small and they try to get a waiver instead of a permit. I'm happy to actually get the actual permits, and they have to get a permit through Eagle already. So
Yes.
I kind of hear some griping about that. But there's also, they're not always doing a good job. I think that's where we're going to make the difference with us being out doing more inspections more often. It's already showing up.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you.
And if you have any questions about the violation guidelines or any other things, please give me a call between now and the next meeting and we can talk about it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We have a motion on the floor in support for the new application, SC applications, and the fee schedule changes and the violation guidelines. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Motion carries. This will be moved to the next board meeting. So that moves us into public comments, and this is a limit to 3 minutes per person, and this is on anything.
Congratulate you on running a very quick meeting, so I won't take up very much time. I just wanted to comment that we are in the middle of the class comp study, and I just wanted to tell you that from my viewpoint and from people I've talked to, it's going very well, that our consultant is working really well with us. And, we started this process last spring asking that it be done, so it takes a little time, and it's understandable why it did, but I wanted to alert everyone, since we have some commissioners that weren't here when we started having this discussion. And I think it's really important we'll get it done, and then we figure out then a way to implement it, which I realize it will involve discussions on how we're going to pay for it. But it's really important that we stay competitive, because as we have positions opening up, you know, it is hard finding qualified candidates, so we want to make sure that we're competitive with what we pay for our total compensation package. So I hope that you'll all look forward to receiving that information. And our consultant was here for 3 days, and at least our meetings for the courts were very professional, and, you know, he was really well prepared. I was really impressed with how much he knew about all of the job descriptions and the questions he asked. It showed that he had done a lot of homework before he arrived here. So we really appreciate Jennifer and Beth, all the information they coordinated and supplied, and all of my fellow elected officials, because everything we turned in, it seemed like he had studied. Because I know I met even with Clerk McMichael and some of our shared staff, and he had questions for us and seemed to understand the nuances of a lot of our positions. So I just thought it was important for you to know that the money that we're paying him seems like it's being well spent, because sometimes consultants, you know, you don't know what you're getting, but he was really well prepared. So thank you.
Thank you.
As you know, our tree sale's coming up. So I do have tree sale catalogs if anybody didn't get one in the mail. And our newsletter, we also look for volunteers. So please come on out and help us. We are doing good. We're already running low on a few species, so definitely get with me if you're interested. I also wanted to thank Jennifer for working with us. In the case that the federal budget wouldn't have passed, then we would have needed to find a location to work, because it's a federal building that we're in, and when they close the federal buildings, we're not allowed to go in and work there, but we continue working. So we were making arrangements for a contingency plan, so I want to thank you for that. Hopefully we won't have to do that again, but it's always something that can come up. With that note, with NRCS in our office, we do have our regenerative ag technician back. After 6 weeks, she was gone because of the frozen funds. So we're relieved that she's back and doing work, because our farmers have been benefiting from her work here in Cass County, especially since we don't have a MEEP program right now. We still want to try to get our MEEP started again next September. I encourage you to talk to the state legislatures about that. I wanted to also let you know with NRCS that Mike Stickle, who's one of our, he goes between Cass and Berrien, and he's in our office a couple days a week and does a lot of work for NRCS. He has been assigned to 6 months working with APHIS. All of a sudden, unbeknownst to everybody. So that he will be gone for the next 6 months doing a different task. So our office, but Brandon Fisher's in there and doing an excellent job. So we're still, NRCS is still going strong. So just wanted to give you an update on that.
Thank you. Anyone else? Public comments? The floor will be closed for public comments. We have no closed session. Board member comments and announcements. Yes, ma'am.
Just a quick reminder that it's not 2 weeks from today, our next meeting. It's actually 3 due to spring break week. So just wanted to remind everyone of that.
April 10th.
Board member comments? Board member comments? All right. Then the only thing that we can do from then on is I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Meeting adjourned.
How dare you?
All right, Mr. Vice Chair, I need your signature here on approval of the minutes.